Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode of AutoAmateur. Today, I might get emotional. I've got to warn you right off the bat, I might get emotional. I've got some pretty major news to announce, so let's get to it. All right, so here it is. I've sold a 991. I mean, I could start with the intro that I was planning on talking through, which was how I've reached this decision, but the decision's made. I've sold my 991 and it's going this week. And things here at AutoAmateur are gonna change a little bit. We're not gonna be going too far away from the standard routine, but my 991 is going. And I'm absolutely gutted, but at the same time, I'm super excited. Super excited. So what's prompted this change? Well, life, it just kind of gets in the way between being a dad of 3, between my job, between running, between X, Y, and Z with family and trying to maintain friendships and trying to put out videos and my podcast. It's a lot. It is a lot. But the biggest thing is, that's all fine. I've always been one to sort of, juggle multiple things at the same time. The biggest thing is, I feel like I've reached the conclusion of my journey with the 991. I love it, absolutely love it. But I've sort of got to the point now where I've done all of the mods that I've wanted to make. The car is a dream to drive. If it could sit there forever, if I could drive it forever, I would. But my lovely wife has asked me to choose, or at least she asked me to get rid of the 996.
AutoAmateur friends, please help me. Get this car out of my garage. Who do you know that wants a beautiful blue Porsche? You could even have it as a sculpture. Just a really big paperweight. Please, help me.
And when push came to shove, I didn't want to get rid of the 996 because I haven't finished it yet. And I never in a million years thought that I would choose to get rid of the 991 instead. But that was just the decision to make. And so it's gone. It's going. It's going this week. I've got a few little things to tinker around with before the new owner comes to pick it up. The good news is that it's staying sort of vaguely in the family, and that it's going to somebody within the state of Minnesota. It's going to somebody within our extended Nordstern community. It's going to somebody who lives about an hour away. He's going to be joining us for drives with the Porsches and Pancakes crew. It's not going to go away completely, but it is going to go to somebody who's never had a Porsche like this before, certainly not for a number of years, and is really excited to get back into the Porsche world and Porsche culture. And he can do that with this 991 that has been modded and maintained and loved here in the AutoAmateur garage for the last 2.5 years. So yeah, it's on its way. future is going to be centered around the 996 primarily, at least for the next sort of few months. I need to work on the transmission. I need to work on the engine. There are some interior pieces that we didn't get finished when I worked on this last year with my friends, Patrick and Steve. So that story hasn't yet been told fully, and I intend to do that. And I'm going to enjoy it for a few months, and Pat and Steve are going to enjoy it for a few months. And then we're going to find an owner for it who's going to, give it another 150,000 miles. And then after that, I'm done with Carreras, I think. I've done a 996 Carrera 4. I've had a 997 C2. This is a 991 C2. That is a 996 C2. So I feel like I've experienced everything I need to experience with Carrera. Next, I think I need to take a step up. Whether it's a GTS, whether it's a GT3, even a turbo. I quite like the look of the Carrera T's of the second 991 generation. That's sort of where I'm going ultimately, I think. So 2022 is going to be a super exciting time. But for now, as the 2021 comes to a close, I'm saying goodbye to the 991 and I'm putting all my attention into the 996 to get that finished. Now, the 991 isn't going too far. I had put it up on AutoTrader and took it down. I decided to sell it and then I decided not to sell it. But somebody in the Twin Cities reached out to me and it's going to a great home. And it's actually not sort of going too far away from its home. It's going an hour south to Rochester. It's staying within the Nordstern PCA community. It's gonna be staying in the Porsche and Pancakes community. So I'll still see it from time to time and be able to check in on it. It's not gonna go to the other side of the country and I'll never see it again. So, that is a positive. But I'm really excited for what the new year is gonna hold. Now, I could stand here for the next 20 minutes and thank all the people that have helped continue to inspire me, but it's everybody. It's you, the viewers, watching my videos, following me on Instagram, starting to follow me on TikTok, which I've dabbled with a little bit this year, and commenting, the back and forth, the interaction. It is all about the cars, but ultimately I think people stay in the Porsche community because of the people, and I think that is absolutely true. And then my fellow content creators, there are so many. Drew at Cool Collective, Andy at Last Rasp, Daniel at Jet Fuel Only, Lee Sibley, that 911 guy who's now at 9 Works, it's his new brand, Michael Bath and his podcast. The list just goes on and on. Jay Reed, Andrew 911 South. I feel like even just naming those, I'm not doing service to all of the other folks that I follow online. And people who may be on YouTube but are on Instagram. There are so many great content creators out there. It's really inspiring and I'm really happy to continue being a part of it. I'm now dribbling on, so I'm just going to stop talking. But basically, I am here filled with love and appreciation for all the people in the Porsche community. So that's it for another video. Short and sweet today. The 991 is off. The 996 is going to start getting all the attention and love it deserves. We're going to get that back on the road. It's going to be a spectacular drive, and then we'll see where 2022 takes us from there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.